What a crazy week for celebrity news. Music industry heavyweight Scooter Braun has lost a ton of A-list clients. A Taylor Swift lookalike has come under fire for hiring bodyguards and trying to impersonate Taylor in public, and Logan Paul has openly criticized Oppenheimer as boring. So Ariana Grande and Demi Lovato have now parted ways with Scooter Braun, who is one of the most influential contemporary music managers. A source close to the situation has confirmed that Ariana has left SB Projects after signing with Scooter back in 2013. The two of them first started working together on her first album, Yours Truly, which marks its 10th anniversary next week. As for Demi, it's been reported that she's looking for new management and is having some conversations with potential candidates. A source close to the situation said that the move was mutual and amicable. According to a Billboard report, it was time for Demi to go in a new direction, even though she was thankful for her time with SB Projects. And these are not the only celebrity clients leaving. Colombian reggaeton star J Balvin, who signed with SB Projects in 2019, ended up leaving the company in May. And now representatives for Justin Bieber are having to deny rumors that he has also split from his longtime manager. Scooter was the one who discovered Justin as a 12-year-old who was singing on YouTube, and he steadied his career during periods of arrests and battles with his mental health. Justin recently sold his entire music catalog, featuring songs from his 15-year recording career, all for a whopping $200 million. He sold his music rights to Hipgnosis Songs Capital. The founder of Hipgnosis Songs Management released a statement saying the impact of Justin Bieber on global culture over the last 14 years has been truly remarkable. This acquisition ranks among the biggest deals ever made for an artist under the age of 70. Such is the power of this incredible catalog that has almost 82 million monthly listeners and over 30 billion streams on Spotify alone. Scooter Braun has helped him build a magnificent catalog, and it's a pleasure to welcome Justin and his incredible songs and recordings to the Hipgnosis family. Now, that's obviously a lot of songs when you think about Justin's time in the spotlight, but you can't say that he didn't get a good deal out of it. Although we do know that his music will continue to be administered by Universal Music, where he has been throughout his career. Scooter Braun then released his own statement saying that Justin is truly a once-in-a-generation artist, and that is reflected and acknowledged by the magnitude of this deal. He said, "For 15 years I've been grateful to witness this journey, and today I am happy for all those involved. Justin's greatness is just the beginning." Beyond discovering Justin Bieber, Scooter Braun also got his notoriety from his feud with Taylor Swift. From 2006 to 2017, she released 6 studio albums under Big Machine Records. When her contract was coming to an end in 2018, her lawyers proposed that her masters be sold back to her, but Scooter would only agree to that if she signed another 10-year contract with them. An agreement was never reached, and she called out Big Machine executives Scooter Braun and Scott Borchetta in a scathing social media post that said, "For years I asked, pleaded for a chance to my own work. Instead, I was given an opportunity to sign back up to Big Machine Records and earn one album back at a time, one for every new one I turned in. I learned about Scooter Braun's purchase of my masters as it was announced to the world. All I could think about was the incessant manipulative bullying I've received at his hands for years." She even accused them of preventing her from performing her older songs at the 2019 AMAs. In the end, she never backed down and decided to re-record her earlier albums so she could own the masters. She left Big Machine to sign with Universal and embarked on a project to record like-for-like copies of her first 6 albums in order to reclaim ownership of the master recordings and devalue Scooter's investment, since any movies or ads looking to use her music would only be able to use the Taylor Swift-owned copies that she nicknamed Taylor's versions. And this worked out very well for her. In 2020, Scooter decided to sell her masters to Shamrock Holdings, a private equity firm owned by Disney. Taylor even went on to write a few songs about the situation, including My Tears Ricochet and Karma. So in the end, she was able to take back that creative control that she's always wanted. And when that dispute was publicized, it's safe to say that Scooter didn't have many fans left, if he ever did before. In response to the news, people are saying that he must have done something horrible for all these A-list artists to cut ties with him, especially because it's all happened so fast and it makes it seem like they've decided to walk out together. So we'll just have to wait and see if anything comes out in the next couple of days, because other than that, it's just a guessing game. Now, did you hear what's going on with this Taylor Swift lookalike? She was recently kicked out of an LA store over the weekend after her appearance caused an uproar among shoppers. 29-year-old Ashley Leechin from Nashville, Tennessee was swarmed by fans on Saturday when she arrived at the Grove shopping mall in LA, surrounded by a couple of security guards. She was dressed in typical Taylor Swift fashion with blue baggy denim jeans, a cream crochet sweater, and a burgundy leather Baker Boy cap. She wore this with Taylor's signature bold red lip and completed her look with a pair of black sunglasses and a red handbag. She was clearly pretending to be Taylor because she posed for photos with fans who seemingly seemingly could not tell the difference. Eventually the crowds got out of hand and someone posted a video showing Ashley being ushered out of the department store by men dressed in black. Clearly this is not something that she should be doing, but it doesn't seem like she's going to stop anytime soon. Ashley is very big on TikTok. She has around 1.6 million followers and is mostly known for being a Taylor Swift lookalike. She's also very clearly a fan of Taylor, but the lines get a little blurry when she starts pulling stunts like this. In response to the criticism, Ashley has since insisted that she was conducting a social experiment by going out in public like this. She's working with YouTuber Victor Galvin, who took to Instagram on Saturday and uploaded a behind-the-scenes video of their experiment. He started the video by saying, "We found Taylor Swift's twin. It's just Ashley. It's a Saturday night and I don't know what to expect. I really don't. We did a prank to see what it would be like to be Taylor Swift for one day, and this is how our day went." The two of them were in the car together and he asked her how she felt about the experiment. In response, she said that it went much better than expected. This is when Victor talks about their plans to do the same thing at Downtown Disney. As crazy as that sounds, they did do the same thing over there and it was even more chaotic. Once she arrived, Ashley was once again swarmed by fans and one person was even heard saying, "Hi Taylor." Ashley then posted the video on her Instagram stories with the caption, "What a way to show what it's like to live in the shoes of a well-known celebrity." But a lot of people hated this prank and slammed her in the comment section. They wrote things like, "This is weird behavior" and "This is just pure delusion." Someone even suggested that the real Taylor should sue her for profiting off of her likeness. Ashley responded to the angry backlash by posting a lengthy statement on her Instagram stories. She wrote, "Please don't expect me to turn off my comments. Stop making content or disappear for that matter. It is called freedom of speech for a reason, and you have as much air as you want to say what you need to say. I think this is why they hire decoys, so they can go to private events and enjoy themselves without being swarmed by fans." She went on to say that the videos surfacing are taken way out of context, and she hopes that those people who are angry over speculation do not dwell on this and can eventually enjoy their day. But for those familiar with Ashley on TikTok, this is hardly the first time she's been criticized. Earlier this year, she was slammed by some of Taylor's fans after she claimed that she was disinvited to the 2023 Grammy Awards. In a TikTok posted on January 31st, she told her followers that she was partnering up with a media company called Sweetie High, who had supposedly secured her an invite to this event. But after making tons of videos about her outfit and her trip to LA, Ashley returned to TikTok and claimed that she had been disinvited to the Grammys at the very last minute, even though she'd already spent $2,000 on apparel, lodging, travel, and childcare for her two kids. So at this point, people felt like she had either gotten scammed or she was straight up lying about being invited in the first place. A few weeks later, she did an interview with Rolling Stone and hit back at Taylor's fanbase for their comments. Some of these Swifties accused her of having plastic surgery to try and look more like Taylor. Discussing the wave of online hate, Ashley said, "A lot of Swifties I have encountered don't stand by what Taylor Swift stands by, randomly bullying someone. I feel like Taylor Swift wouldn't condone that type of behavior." As a result of the trolling, Ashley created an anti-bullying petition on change.org, where she addressed some of the most common criticisms against her. But it's no surprise that she's getting a little bit of backlash for these public impersonations. Not only is it dangerous to do that, but it's also very unlikely the real Taylor Swift would want someone walking around impersonating her, even if it's under the guise of a social experiment. So what do you think about these prank videos? Have you seen them? Let me know in the comments below. Alright, now as usual, Logan Paul is deep in controversy, and there are a lot of things going on with him right now. So he's recently admitted that he walked out of Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer because according to him, the movie is all exposition. The YouTuber shared his thoughts during an episode of his Impulsive podcast where he was joined by the directors of Talk to Me, Danny and Michael Filippo. When he said he walked out of Oppenheimer, he was met with shocked gasps around the room. When asked why he left early, he said, "I didn't know what they were trying to do. Everyone's just talking. It's just an hour and a half, 90 minutes of talking, just talking. It's all exposition. Nothing happened." Earlier in the episode, Logan said he also considered walking out of Interstellar after the opening 18 minutes because apparently it was so slow, but he's since placed it in his top 3 favorite movies of all time. Speaking to the Filippos about their new horror movie Talk to Me, Logan said one critique of that too was that it started a little bit slow in the first 20 minutes before it pulls you in and it's like a roller coaster ride. But his criticisms of some of the best films of the year are really interesting because it tells you a lot about his attention span. I mean, if you can't sit through a film because of dialogue, there's really nothing that can save you. And Logan's been getting even more heat recently for his upcoming fight with Dylan Dennis. If you've been keeping up with everything that's been going on, you'll know it's gotten really messy. Ahead of their press conference on Tuesday, Logan claimed that Dylan locked himself in his room and refused to leave, as the two of them were scheduled to film a face-to-face sit-down. On Instagram, Logan went live and accused Dennis of hiding in his hotel room and refusing to come out. He was speaking to KSI and explained that Dylan locked himself in his room and refuses to come out. KSI joked that Dennis was a little hermit, and for all his talk on Twitter and Instagram, in real life he was actually scared. Logan then flipped the camera around to show a crew ready, the lighting set up, and the mediator ready to go. But Dylan was of course not present. He said, "Look how many people are here waiting for this one guy to show up, who's locked himself in his room." Later though, it was reported that Dylan had in fact shown up, but did so 40 minutes later than the scheduled time. After the meeting finished, he explained why he was late and joked that Logan's fiancée Nina Agdal has showed up as a surprise. The build up to this fight has been everywhere on social media, largely thanks to Dylan posting countless pictures of Logan's fiancée with other men on his Twitter feed. It's become such a mess at this point, and it's very personal. The two of them are set to meet today with the press conference scheduled for 4 p.m. So we'll just have to wait and see how that goes with all this drama unfolding. Let me know what you guys think about this latest news story, and I'll catch you all in the next one.